Hi everyone, this is Radia, and right now I'm going to do a brief commentary on the current Iran-Israel war. Okay, now USA is father of Israel. In other words, the Zionist regime is their foothold in the Middle East. Israel does not attack anything or anyone before getting green signal from USA. Around 150 drones and missiles were fired last week by Iran that shook the infrastructural body of two of the most important cities of Israel, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Iran is not a weak state like most Muslim countries. They produce their own weapons. They do not import. They have not built a nuclear bomb so far because it is considered haram. But if they are provoked endlessly, they might reconsider the matter. Israel attacked Iran first, and they hit houses and homes of military personnel in an attempt to weaken and destroy their might. This attack was condemned by Yemen, Oman, Indonesia, and even Saudi Arabia. This proves how powerful and influential Iran has become. It is probably the only Muslim country that challenges USA and Israel directly and fearlessly, continuously backing and supporting groups like Hezbollah, Ansarullah, and Hamas. In the last approximately 48 hours, price of crude oil rose by 20% and almost all stock exchanges fell. After Second World War, this is quite a scary scenario. No need to be shocked or surprised if a full-fledged nuclear war or World War III starts. I'm recording this audio on the 18th of June 2025. Please keep that in mind. On June 12, Israel strikes Iran. Military experts are saying that no country orchestrated such an attack against another country in the past 4 decades. The main nuclear facilities in Iran were targeted. Other than that, many army headquarters were targeted. In the major cities of Iran, internet and electricity went off. National Iranian television and national Iranian websites all went off. Muhammad Bagheri, chief of army staff of Iran, was killed by Israel. Besides other army personnel and nuclear scientists, they all had high security protocol. Within 12 hours of the Israeli aggression, Iran declared revenge. The recent war between India and Pakistan was limited to attacking army bases, but Iran said enough is enough. Missiles will go to Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Israel has Iron Dome, which prevents some missiles from reaching its target, but some missiles penetrate the Iron Dome and reach their targets. State of emergency was declared in Tel Aviv. Both the countries were hiding the exact number of casualties. Media outlets were speculating, but both the countries were denying severe blow. After 2 hours of this vengeful attack by Iran, Israel declares that Tehran will be finished if it does not stop. Let's take a look at the recent history of the two nations. In 1979, before the Iranian Revolution, Iran and Israel were friends. Iran would in fact purchase military equipments from Israel. After the revolution, when Ayatollah Khomeini came to power, the picture started changing. Indirectly, Iran started supporting anti-Zionist forces in the Middle East, such as Hezbollah, Hamas, and Islamic Jihad. In simple words, Iran's official statement was death to Israel. In the past 4 decades, Israel and Iran never directly engaged in warfare. Instead, they played the game of proxy war. At this moment, they have changed course. No more proxy, but real war. Let's move backwards again. In 1980, Iran first started working on its nuclear programs. In response to query and question about the motive behind making a nuclear bomb, Iran replied and responded by saying that they're doing it for self-protection and world peace. However, Israel was crystal clear always that they won't allow their neighboring nation, any nation, to develop nuclear weapons. Israel has too much insecurity. They feel too insecure and unsafe, unable to trust any one of its neighbors. In 2015, a treaty was struck by USA and Iran to stop its nuclear ambitions. In return, all sanctions will be removed. Iran can export oil and other items. Iran can engage in free trade. Because of the removal of this embargo, Barack Obama won a Nobel Peace Prize eventually. In 2018-2019, Donald Trump became USA President. He ultimately cancelled all treaties with Tehran, giving Tehran full freedom to restart their nuclear activities. Israel attacked Iran because it felt compelled to do so because within weeks Iran was capable of making nuclear items. Now, like the Ukraine-Russia war, if this Iran-Israel war also gets prolonged, what will happen to the world? The most tragic outcome is apparently the fact that Gaza is being forgotten and ignored by the media and viewers because Iran is a very powerful country. Massacre and genocide in Gaza still continues. Israel has not discontinued its military operations in Gaza. However, unfortunately, Gaza is not on the limelight right now. In fact, this in itself is the main reason, maybe, why Israel forcibly dragged Iran into this war. It was witnessed during Russia-Ukraine war that the price of grain increased within the war zone, and it caused prices of everything all over the globe to increase. Similarly, price of crude oil has increased due to Iran-Israel war, and this will definitely affect the prices of other commodities in the world because crude oil is an extremely essential product. Last but not the least, undoubtedly, Russia and China will back Iran. Israel will most definitely get supported by USA, UK, and its other allies. This implies many things, raises many questions. Are we heading towards World War III? Because world wars had begun just like this. It started from two countries, eventually leading to many more countries joining both sides. Well, we can only hope and pray that this Iran-Israel war will come to an end very soon. Okay, thanks for listening, and please share my audio video with other people to raise awareness and to spread knowledge. Thank you. Bye-bye.